Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bristol Prepper channel. So today guys, I'm going to reiterate or do my own version of a friend of mine or a fellow YouTuber that I know, and we've talked before, and I've subscribed to the channel for a long time, is Contingency Prepper. So many people might know him and might watch his videos. He makes incredible, very good informational videos and detailed videos. He's a very nice guy, very good chap. If you don't know him, please go check his channel out, Contingency Prepper. He might even be in my featured channels, my YouTube channel, so check him out anyway. And I will leave a link down beneath for his YouTube channel. But yeah, today I'm going to do my version of what he covered, is hand-to-hand combat in the SHTF. Now I think this is a really underdone subject. I've touched upon it on other videos, but I want to go into depth and talk a little bit about what it takes, you know. So we're talking in this video, we're going to talk about a real bad scenario. It's got to be a real bad scenario for you to have hand-to-hand combat with somebody that would be a real bad scenario, you know, like to fight to the death. That's going to be a real bad scenario. So this is the worst case scenario. That's what we're talking about. And I think a lot of people, a lot of preppers maybe overlook it. Obviously some of you American guys may overlook it because you think you got guns and stuff like that. But I think it's not. Maybe it's something it shouldn't be missed. And obviously over here in England, some people think they got a baseball bat, they got a knife, or they've got maybe guns over here, other things, you know what I mean, where they can avoid hand-to-hand combat. And I think it's something that shouldn't be avoided and should be embraced. And then you should either teach yourself or go to classes and learn about it. Because I think some people say they're ready, you know, and they had a fight when they were 13 in year 8 or 8th grade, as you call it in America. You had a fight when you were younger and you won, or whatever, you know, you think you're ready. Like Contingency Prepper said, every fight you've ever had, this is mainly based for my male viewers, because females don't really have this problem. Males have this problem of testosterone. I know because I've been there. Testosterone, and when you're younger, especially between your like teenage years to your early 20s, you've got so much testosterone. You think you're Rocky Balboa, and you can kill anybody. And obviously, then what happens is, as you get older, and friends and maybe not friends, people around you and other people your age, there's always fights. It's always over two things: the pecking order, women. That's just it. That's it. Hands down, that's it. The pecking order. So in pecking order, I mean like who's the biggest man. You know, who's the biggest male in the pack. It might be within your group of friends, because it always happens, or it might be with somebody who's giving you mouth. Sorry guys about that. My little one is teething. I'm having a nightmare, so I have to keep getting up. But yeah, not a problem. I'll carry on now. Yeah, so like I said, the fights are normally over a pecking order or over a woman. Generally when you're young, that's kind of the gist of it, normally. And like I said, pecking order fights, it's like somebody claiming your manhood is not what it is, and then you think you're big, and then you fight this person. These fights are normally over very quickly. Normally one-on-one. If you're unlucky, you might not get one-on-one, but normally it's one-on-one. They're over very quickly, and it's not much of a fight really. A couple of punches thrown maybe. Normally it goes to ground, and then he gets pulled away, and that's the end of it. And then somebody is known as hard, and the other person is known as a pussy. But that's really it, guys, for the pecking order fights. That's not, obviously different scenarios, different places, different times, and different reasons, but normally it's all for the same kind of thing: pecking order, who's the biggest, who's the baddest. And then the other one is women, and everybody's having a fight with a woman at one point or another. Well, most of us anyway. Daft, really. We shouldn't really, but lots of people have done it. And these don't last long either. These are normally after you've had a few. Lots of the time, can obviously be if you've not had a few, but lots of times when you've had a couple of shandies and you think you're Sylvester Stallone and you can kill anybody. So this is another time when you have a fight. And these are a lot more messy, especially when you've had a drink, because you miss, he misses, you might fall over, and then he's the winner. Or the other way around, they're never really much of a fight because everybody's had a few shandies. So, but that's the two. But I'm talking, but when in this video and in this scenario, we're talking about hand-to-hand combat, fighting to the death. This is something that will not stop when you're down on the ground, or will not stop until you stop breathing. And they want to take whatever you've got, or even your life. So this is why I think you really need to think about it. First of all, are you mentally ready for that? If not, prepare. Do all you can to prepare to not do that. I think it's daft to think you wouldn't have to, or that you won't, because at some point you most probably will have to. When your ammo runs out, or when you lose your tool, or when the person gets too close. It would be daft to think you wouldn't have to. And it's really best to be ready for all that. Be it with classes, there's classes everywhere, boxing classes, all this with different martial arts. I really recommend going to like an MMA ring or a club, because they obviously practice lots of different styles and arts and stuff, so it's really good to have that wide variety. Yeah, I think it's really important to know all these different bits and pieces, you know, and prepare yourself as much as you can, because this is one of the big things a lot of people don't talk about, you know. Maybe having to kill somebody with your hands, you know, or them trying to kill you, and you know, and you want to be ready for that, because if you're not ready, then obviously it's not going to end well. And mentally prepare yourself as much as you can, because that would be an extremely bad scenario, and obviously could and probably will affect you for the duration of your time that you're doing it, you know. I think it's really important. A lot of people don't cover it, because some people say they're ready, but like I just covered, like all they've had is these little scraps of fighting over a woman or pecking order. They don't last long, and it's not a real fight. Now some people probably have had a real fight, or have had fights that have got extremely serious and lasted a long time, and some of these fights do end quite badly. Maybe not so much in America. Obviously it does happen, but they've got guns, so a lot of the time somebody whips out a gun and then the shit's over because everybody runs away. But in England, things get nasty, you know, because nobody's got guns generally. Obviously some people do, but generally people don't have guns, so things are nasty, you know, either with a knife or with people getting curb stomped and they die. I know people, I didn't know them personally, but people have died from fights in town or whatever after a few bevies, because shit gets real, you know. But that's the only time really that you'd have a fight for your life in that sort of scenario. But otherwise, there's nothing that could really prepare you for fighting in an SHTF, and without having this training. And it's really good to maybe join the gym, like I said, or any sort of boxing ring or taekwondo. I don't know, loads of different martial arts out there. Choose one, or like I said, choose MMA. And you don't have to go all the time, just maybe once a week, just so you get some experience and a good idea of what you should do. And also you get to get in the ring with somebody else, do some sparring with other people. And if you've never had a fight, feel like what it feels like to get punched in the head several times, and then have to react and think about it, and then fight back, and then obviously think about your reaction and fight back, you know. Because lots of people, when we get punched in the head and they're like, whoa, that hurt, well, hold on, you know, that hurt, let's not do that again. But obviously in the ring you can't do that, as well as in a hand-to-hand combat situation you can't do that for your life. So it would be a really good learning lesson for you to take some punches to the head, and then realise, and then think about it, and learn the reaction times learn how to react to the fighting and all the rest of it, do you know what I mean? Learn how to react and fight back. This would be extremely good, because in a scenario situation where you're in a hand-to-hand combat fighting zone, the reaction and your attack after they've hit you would be so important for your survival. You know, being able to fight back, and react fast would be a lifesaver. You know. So I know, guys, there's been loads of different bits and pieces in this video. Hopefully you've I don't know, maybe learned a little bit or made yourself think. That's just really what I wanted from this video. Just to do what Contingency Prepper's video did for me, which was make me think, and make you guys think about maybe what you can do, or maybe you might join the gym. Like I said, loads of different things you can do, or even at the bare minimum, guys, just research, and research. You know, bare minimum, research fighting styles and all that sort of thing. Just basic, just research it. You know, but I do really recommend getting in the ring and maybe doing some stuff like that. It's I think it's quite a dark topic to cover, but it's one that needs covering, I think. Anyway, guys, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please press that like button, and also be sure to subscribe as well, because that helps my channel massively, and I love all the subscribers. Yeah, guys, if you want any of my jumpers, just give me a shout. Also, guys, like me on Facebook, and if you want to like me on Facebook, go find the link down beneath in the description. Otherwise, guys, as always, stay prepared, and I'll catch you guys another day, another way.